Let's go and get that next guest up here. Go ahead and spam MAGA down below in that chat if you'd like to join. What's going on? You support Trump, Dylan?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, how old are you, man?
Yeah, I'd support him. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Great, man. Tell us why you support Donald Trump, in my mind, the worst president of both of our lifetimes. Take it away.
Well, I'd say I support him just based off of I remember right out of high school, I remember I started working at was my first job at Walmart. I started working. Okay, so the money that I would say that I was getting at that time, I remember I used to be able to go out and I could get lunch for $4
Okay, I'm sorry.
and have like,
I don't know what it is.
yeah, no, you're
This,
good. No,
this
you're
is
good.
this is probably disrespectful, but like, can I just sum your argument up in a sentence? So the prices were low under Trump's first term. They were higher under Biden. So you wanted to vote for Trump again to have lower prices, right?
Well, not only that, but there was a lot more that was gonna get to it. But
Okay,
you're fine, man. Like, you're good.
Feel free to get to those things as well. Take it away.
Okay, so my point that I was talking about money and stuff, and I guess what your dollar that you get is worth, what you can use with it in your life. And well, anyways, on top of that, I would say, just like I'm saying, though, all the prices were way cheaper. Keep in mind that it was pre-COVID. I will say it was pre-COVID. Okay, and when he was in, and COVID happened, all inflation and everything, and the stock market and all that, it crashed.
Okay.
And then so we're here now. Okay.
So in one sentence or less, did you vote for Donald Trump for lower prices?
Yes. Well, no, not for lower prices.
What did you? Okay. Why do you?
But I voted for him. Yeah.
Okay. Why do you support him? Because that's quite. In two sentences or less, why do you support Trump?
2 sentences or less, you say, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. I support him because based off of what I've seen and everything that I've seen happen when he was in, and based on what he talks about and his values of what he has put out, I don't know.
Okay, so wait. So you're saying
that
that you support Trump because you you have values that align with his values. So what values do you hold that align with the values that Trump holds? What are they?
Supportive of the veterans.
Oh, buddy. Buddy. Let's talk about that. Supporting the veterans. Can we agree that every military member in America, when joining the military, took an oath to uphold the American Constitution, and the veterans that have served this country put their lives on the line to defend the American Constitution? Can we agree there?
Yes.
Okay. So
I can agree.
Now, this is a hypothetical. Silly liberals and their silly hypotheticals. So I'm not talking about Trump. Trump hasn't done this. Trump is a good, respectable man. If anything, I'd be talking about Biden or some hypothetical president here. If a hypothetical president explicitly called for the termination of the Constitution, that would be incredibly disrespectful to all veterans since they were willing to die to protect the Constitution, right?
Yes.
Boom, read it. Out loud.
So, with the revelation of massive and widespread fraud and deception, and working closely with big tech companies in DNC and the Democratic Party, do you know the presidential election results of 2020 out and declared the rightful winner? Do you have, what's it cut up? Is it just a new election?
Yeah.
Okay, a massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution.
Okay.
Our great founders did not
want to condone false and fraudulent elections. Yep. So basically, you told us that if we did have a president that called for the termination of the Constitution, you'd say that is incredibly disrespectful to veterans. So Donald Trump has done that. You just read him saying that on Truth Social, December of 2022. So doesn't this absolutely contradict, refute, and disprove your original claim that he cares about veterans? Because how could in one breath he care about veterans, but in the next breath he is so totally disrespectful to them, he's willing to call for the abolition of the Constitution, which is something they've fought, died, and been willing to lose their lives to protect?
I mean, people post stuff on Twitter all the time, and it doesn't exactly mean that's what they say. I've seen plenty of wild stuff people say on Twitter.
Right. Well, he's a president.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, he's not just like some fucking 14-year-old shit poster. Okay, he's a president.
Yeah. Well, everybody's different. Plenty of the other presidents done a lot of different things.
Okay, so I just want to clarify that basically, like, your retort to me showing you a screenshot of a statement made by Trump calling for the termination of the Constitution is that although he did explicitly call for the termination of the Constitution, he didn't want the termination of the Constitution. I feel like this is a prime example of mental gymnastics. Now, you may ask, what are mental gymnastics?
Well,
mental gymnastics are basically where you try to contort and change reality to fit your narrative, and you build reality based upon your beliefs instead of building your beliefs based upon reality. You know what I mean?
Well, I know in reality, a lot of people say lots of crazy things. And it doesn't necessarily mean, like, if somebody says they're going to go down the street and steal somebody's dog, doesn't mean they're going to do it.
No. Wait. So basically, you're telling me of like some 16-year-old in your high school posted a picture on a Snapchat story saying that tomorrow he was going to shoot up the school. Like, you don't think that he should be investigated by the local PD because a lot of people say crazy shit?
Oh, for sure. That is a threat to people.
Okay. Oh, wait. So if it's
can cause bodily harm.
Wait. So if it's threat to people to threaten people, then it'd be a threat to the Constitution to threaten the Constitution. This is common sense, my man.
Okay. Well, can I ask you some things? Since I've been debating your thing.
Sure. I mean, I guess if you just want to braze over that, act like it didn't happen, yeah, you could ask me a couple things. Before you do, I need to thank Cloudy.
Well, no, it's a debate.
No, you're right. It's a debate.
I mean,
it's a back and forth. It's a debate. You're right. It's a back and forth. I'll give you the mic, man. But before I do, I got to thank Cloudy.
Go ahead.
Okay, just real quick. Cloudy, thank you for the $20 super chat over on YouTube. Cloudy says, just wanted to say thanks for educating others, including myself. I appreciate you for the love, Cloudy. Show some love to Cloudy down below. As well as KMW, thank you for the $20 super chat, saying thank you for these live streams. I appreciate you for your kindness, KMW. You are awesome. As well as Jennifer with the $10 over on the YouTube super chat. Guys, thank you so much for the love. As well as Gary, that is Garree, with the $10 over on PayPal. Thank you so much. Elizabeth with the $2 on Venmo. And Condra, thank you so much for the $15 on Venmo. If you're watching, you want to support me, you can find my Venmo, my PayPal, and the link tree in my bio if you're watching on TikTok, and it's in the pinned message over on the YouTube stream. But take it away, man. You have the mic.
Okay. Could I ask you? I remember you were talking about. I know you were talking about a couple things. I'm trying to think of what exactly it is. You mentioned about. Fuck. What was it? I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of exactly what it was.
Oh, no, man, don't worry. Take your time, bro. Take your time. How about this? Let's go and get another Trump supporter up here to debate with you. So while you're thinking about that, if you are MAGA and you'd like to come up here and debate alongside Mr. Dylan here, let me know down below in that chat. We will pull you up. We'll have a good faith, honest discussion. Isn't that right, everybody? Isn't that right? Also, all right, we got Sergio. Sergio, what's up? Are you MAGA just like Dylan down here?
Of course, man.
How old are you?
I am 19.
What year are you born in?
2006, May 18th.
Great. Lorna, that is Lorna. Thank you for the $15 donation over on PayPal. They say, for being a cool kid. Lorna, I love you. Let's get some. Let's
okay,
get some Lorna down below. So take it away.
No, sorry. Yeah, you can go. I was talking to somebody.
No, so I just wanted to say before I start, man, I respect your opinions. I ain't trying to argue too much, you know. And I just want to say that I support Donald Trump because I feel like he, what he says, he does. And
no, he doesn't. Come on, bro.
Especially when other politicians just talk, he actually, does what he says. Because, for example, under Trump's first term, we had historic growth, especially with we were at a 50-year low with jobs and unemployment rates, and he delivered over 7 million new jobs.
Okay, so real quick, are you saying that because under Donald Trump's administration, we had one of the lowest levels of unemployment in 50 years, it must mean that he caused it?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? My bad.
Are you saying that because while Trump was president, in America, we had a 50-year low level of unemployment, that must mean that he caused it, just because it happened under his administration?
I mean, I'm not going to say he's I feel like 7 million's a big, pretty like.
So we
it's a
just say
big
that he's
number.
responsible for it because it happened under his administration.
I feel like
You'll call that one of his accomplishments because it happened under his administration. He was responsible for it.
yeah, I feel like to a certain point it has to be.
Okay, so you're basically saying because we had a 50-year low level of unemployment under his first term, to a certain degree, he was responsible for it. Okay, well, I think that your logic is shit, but I will accept it for my retort. We also had the highest level of unemployment in the last 100 years under his first presidency in April of 2020 at 14.8%. So in the same way, he'd have to be responsible for the 50-year low. You'd agree that he also has to be responsible for the 100-year high, right?
I mean, damn, you fucking cooked me. I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I mean, he doesn't really seem that good for the economy now. And you're also just saying, well, there's 7 million new jobs created in the American economy during his presidency. Okay, well, there's actually like 10 million jobs lost as well. So, I mean, he's one of the only two presidents to oversee an economy during his administration with a total net loss in jobs. You'd also have to say he's responsible for that. I mean, COVID also just happened in the country during his presidency. That killed millions of people. According to your logic, he's responsible for that as well.
I mean, I feel like now you're just throwing random ass numbers, you know?
Well, I'm just talking about things that happened under his administration, and I'm just baselessly saying that they're caused by him. I think that's a bad way to evaluate the efficacy of an administration. I think if we want to tie them to something that happens in the country, we'd have to demonstrate how they caused it by naming off what they did specifically, such as a policy they helped influence to get passed or an executive order they signed into law. So that's why I'd say that Donald Trump is not responsible for the 100-year high in unemployment. I think that was caused by the pandemic. But I also don't think that he's responsible for like 7 million new jobs created or a 50-year low level of unemployment.
I mean, but let's move on. Can we move on to like the criminal justice, you know?
Oh, sure. You want to talk about how he's a 34-count convicted felon, adjudicated rapist? Take it away.
Yeah, but if you think about it, you know, didn't he sign the First Step Act into law?
Yeah, he did sign a bipartisan bill that Republicans refused to pass under Obama and only allowed to be passed once a Republican was in office. Yeah, he did sign that into law. That's true.
And like, can I ask your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think that the First Step Act was great. It was bipartisan, and it really sucks that the Republicans in Congress refused to pass it when Obama was president.
So, what do you like really like hate about him? You know, I can't. Really
I mean, maybe we could agree here. So, something under the First Step Act was to like reduce or prevent the use of the death penalty for like DRUG dealers. But he actively campaigned on and says that he wants to be able to pass a new piece of congressional legislation to sentence DRUG dealers to death. So, if you agreed with the First Step Act, you would obviously disagree with the criminal justice reform he's advocating for today, right?
You know, going back to the fact that you said, you know, that he's done stuff, let's say, you know, I feel like if he's actually done all these bad things, he definitely wouldn't be put into office, you know?
Bruh, you voted for him, even though you know that he's done these bad things. Come on, think.
Is it confirmed he's done these bad things?
Yes. In fact, it is confirmed by a criminal court and a civil court. 2 unanimous juries, yep.
You got me, man. Thank you.
Yeah, Sergio, have a good rest of your day, man. So, you know, looks like Sergio admitted defeat. I actually appreciate that. Good for that guy. I appreciate that, Sergio. So, while I was talking to Sergio, Dylan, do you remember what you wanted to say to me?
Yeah. I remember you're obviously you use a lot of statistics whenever you're looking into anything, and you want to get the facts, right?
Right.
For whatever you're looking at. Do you think you could look something up for me? Like,
what do you want?
Look up top shareholders for, I don't know, you pick whatever news channel you want, top shareholders.
Why, how is this relevant to like why you support Trump, I guess?
Well, it's not even really about supporting Trump. It's about what's right for the people, kind of, in my head as well.
All right, Dylan, I appreciate you so much for the time, man. At this point, I am going to move on to the next guest. Only reason I'm moving on is because I think that, you know, we kind of exhausted your arguments there. But I do appreciate you for coming up, man.